Isaiah 68. Then I heard the voice of the Lord say,
Whom shall I send? And who will go for us?
Then I said, Here am I. Send me. We need to hear God's voice calling you. No matter what task it is, stand up like a warrior for God. Don't be afraid, but be brave like David. Be courageous like Daniel. Be strong like Samson. Be a leader like Moses. God does not call the qualified, but He qualifies the call. And if you're called, you're qualified, my friend. So don't be afraid. Because if God puts you up to the task, just know that He's going to be walking with you through the task. Put on that full armor of God and push forward, my friend. Fear not.
What's happening? Welcome to Randonautica. I think it's 47. I'm not quite sure actually. But equally, I have missed a pin, so I will have to do one extra. And I've got to do... I've got another do another 10 anyway. It's about 10:30 now, so I want to show you this. It looks like a person in a white jacket with no legs actually, but it's just the wall reflection with the ambulance obviously flashing in the background. So when I seen this, I thought it was someone stood there in a white jacket without any legs at first, but obviously when I've looked at it properly, it's nothing like that, but it does appear to be the case. But I wanted to point this out in the video that sometimes these things can happen where it's called parapsychology, where it appears to be something it's not. I've got another do another 10 anyway. It's about 10:30 now, so I wouldn't say it's fucking mega late, but it's late enough. It's obviously, like I just mentioned there, before the ambulance came screaming past. Hopefully everyone's alright. Anyway, what we're saying is, yeah, my last Randonautica pin did 100 views, yeah, which means you have to do another 10 pins. So when I do this type of content, yeah, it's 10 likes or it's 100 views, which then triggers another 10 pins. So I was looking forward to getting to 50 and stopping, obviously, with the last pin. Got 100 views, so fucking we're going up to 60 now, so I'm going to a different starting position this time, so hopefully there's no farms, there's no fucking getting my ball stuck on the fence, there's no fucking crawling through fucking this, that and the other, try to get this pin. So I'm deliberately looking for an easier pin tonight, so I just want to get a simple pin, collect it, fucking go home, and then that's it. Maybe nothing happens. That's basically what I'm trying to do tonight, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to play from one of the oldest churches in Rochdale, St Chad's Church. I'll show you when we get there. I'll give you a scoop as well when we get there, so it's probably going to be about 11 o'clock by the time we get there. So I think I can hear the River Beale. Or something like that nature. So this is...
Evil here, Basil.
Right, well there you go. That's what it is. So what must have happened here. Here we go. I think this is the third cop car. So St Chad's, this church, it has stocks, or what's called stocks. I'll explain stocks in a minute. The church is so old, it's like 9th century. So what I'm trying to get at, yeah, is I did a day video here called The Lost Castle of Rochdale, so I reckon it could give us something to do with the castle, but I don't know that for sure. I'm just assuming, oh, that's what I'd like. Then that might not happen and fucking might get something totally different. So I'll get to the point, yeah, I'll show you what the stocks is about, and there's like a plaque, yeah, that you know it's not just me fucking reeling off a lot of bullshit. I'll give you the information, we'll go up to the stocks, and then that's where I want to get a pin from. We'll use a Vox on the stocks and then try to get something from some kind of energy from the stocks. So next stop will be the stop, the stops, the plaque. Yeah, I'll show you the plaque, and then we'll go to the stocks, get the pin, and see where it takes us. So just before I start, I wanted to mention that the church that we're going to go to, St Chad's, Gracie Field was baptised there, and so were her parents. So it goes to show how old the church is. So you know, like I say, it's fucking 9th century church. I don't know exactly when it was erected, but it was definitely built by the Freemasons or the Knights Templars, and still standing to this day. Anyway, I don't want to try to talk too much about facts, because realistically it doesn't really matter when it was made, because what matters tonight is where the Randonautica pin's going to take me. That's really the narrative here, and the story behind wherever I end up. So the signs here, more or less. We'll talk about the stocks, make our way up there, start the pin, see what happens. I hope it's just fucking piss easy tonight. Get your pin, fuck off home. Job's a good one. Because that last one fucking was probably the most hardest Randonautica pin I've ever done. And it's a bit fucking spooky because there's no one's in the town centre. It's fucking getting late now. Anyway, let's have a quick look at this stocks thing. So these are the plaques here that tell you all about Rochdale. Obviously the Empire. It's got Newgate, which is there. Empire's really interesting. I'm hoping to do some content soon in the Empire. Duke of Wellington, Old Face Clock Hotel. You got Fashion Street, Chapter Hall, which I've been in before, but this is the stocks realistically here that we want to be looking at. So it's saying stocks or pillory in Rochdale is believed to have been originally located at the open River Roach at South Parade and the Butts. It was a device made of stone framework with holes in beams of oak and securing the head and hands. They were formerly used for punishment by public humiliation and often further physical abuse. The stocks were last used in 1822 and later relocated to St Chad's Churchyard in July 1891. So we'll get up to the point. So it's a town hall bells going off telling me it's 11 o'clock, but they've not put the clock forward yet, so it's saying it's 10. Let's stop now, so I'll show you the church that we're going to if you've never been to Rochdale. St Chad's Parish Church. Gracie's parents, Jenny and Fred Stansfield, married at St Chad's Parish Church in 1897. Gracefield was also baptised as Gracie Stansfield here in 1898. So I'm going to put the box on now, and we're going to try to get some sounds off this stocks. I think the stocks is over here. That was a bit clear, that one. And it's starting to rain now, which is never good.
It is because
Look at the church. It's beautiful at night.
on what scale?
On what scale? Is that what you said? What? This is the stocks, yeah? So you'd obviously put your arms in there or whatever. And this was used for public humiliation, was it? Is this a fucking padlock or whatever? I don't know if that's the original. And your man's would get fucking locked in there or whatever. Where the fuck would your head go? Pretty quiet actually. I mean, the moon phase is quite low, so This is what I'm hoping to get the pin from tonight, this stocks.
The judge for who may be.
Maybe. So I reckon there's tunnels underneath that church, me. I can't say for sure, but I would assume so. Let me try the tube round this stocks and see what comes out. Okay, what this fucker is, though. Imagine the amount of people that would probably been on this and been abused or whatever, but equally they probably did something wrong. Strong. Strong what? I don't know if you've seen that light over there flashing. Whatever. Not much coming out of the tube, to be honest. We have a magnetism now. That's what I'm after really before I try to get the pin. So let's see what happened with the Randonautica pin. We'll see if it sends us near the castle, because if it does, I'll know. So let me try to explain what you just seen then, just at the beginning when I tried to get the pin. It wanted to send me to Lomax Street. Now, I know Lomax Street because it's the old Cycle Track 6, and I've done so much content up there. We've been there so many times, so I'm attempting to get another pin now, and I'm kind of regretting not taking that first pin, because obviously, you know, I'm having to wait now to get the next pin. So let me try and explain, obviously, what's happening now. There's no anomaly at this time, so just keep trying, and this is where I'm like kind of regretting not doing that Lomax pin, because this starts to happen again now, which happened last time. Quite annoying when you're trying to get your pin and it keeps saying no true anomaly detected, but you just keep trying, and eventually I do get the second pin. This pin is quite bizarre actually. You'll find out why. It's not the usual pin that we used to by any means. It's a residential pin. I don't really like doing these pins, and you know, obviously I think this will be my last residential pin. I've got to cover the address because I don't want people knowing about it. Right, so it's down here. Obviously 4-minute walk. It's probably the shortest pin I'll probably ever have to do. So in the background are the Seven Sisters, funny enough. I always get these from different angles. You know, before I just want a little nosy around. Looks like a little bug there. These little, I don't know what they are. I don't think they're graves or whatever. But memorial stuff, really. Anyway, let's get the pin. Hopefully, this is nice and easy. I'm just trying to put a bit of length in this video. If it's only 4 minutes, then it's not going to take very long. So Google tells us there are actually graves on this site, which I didn't know about, to be honest. I don't think this has anything to do with the castle, this pin. Oh, I wouldn't have thought so. Straight down here.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left to stay on Milkston Road, B6.
So I've had to cut some of this journey just down just a little bit, so you might see like a cut or whatever. It's just pointless footage really. This isn't like your usual Randonautica stuff. So he wants me to turn left here, yeah? Train station's not far away.
In 50 yards, at the roundabout, continue straight to stay on Milkston Road, B6224.
So you never know what's going to happen. Randonautica, I've fucking had so many pins now. Well, hopefully nothing happens, and it's the easiest pin that I can get. Look at that cat there. Hello.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto Deeplish Road.
I don't think I'm going to need my torch. I was going to cross over, but there's a car coming. Oops. It's a bit dark in here, right? So I usually stop rolling, but this is a short pin, so I might as well just roll throughout and just do it all in one shot. If it's like a left turning or something up here, so we'll just cross over. So this area is called Deeplish. This is like the area of Rochdale that's usually never sleeps, if you ask me. Right, 1 second, because there's people here. I'm going to have to point the camera down. So like next to me is obviously a drug deal going down, and it's funny, this is what I mean by this area never sleeps. So I do have to apologise for that. As a viewer it might be frustrating, but obviously I can't film that kind of stuff. It's just not far away now, I can see it on the map. So I wouldn't rule out something happening there in the future, wherever it takes me to, because this is what the last pin did. Right, so check out this building here. That's fucking, I never noticed that before. Don't know what that used to be, by the way. Yeah, rightfully I could cut through there, but I'm not gonna cross over. So I could cut through that way, really. But I better fucking do what? Better just follow the route. Done this before and just fucking started making up where I'm going.
Turn right onto Deeplish Road, then turn right onto Hastings Street.
Right, let's put the tube on so we can try to understand a little bit more. So it says a right turn in here or something. And there is. Yeah. Oh no. It's the next right. I don't know what the map's trying to do now. Is it down here? Let me just start trying to walk down here to see what the map is. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Take the next right onto Hastings Street, then your destination will be on the left.
Hastings Street. That's funny, isn't it? Just Dr. Tommy's referring to the Battle of Hastings. Oh shit, that's a car coming. It's quite active in this area, like, it's usually people should be in bed really now, by now. It's Hastings Street.
Head northeast on Deeplish Road towards Milkston Road, then turn left onto Milkston Road.
You have arrived. That's weird. It's a dead end. That's fucking weird. It's just a street. There's obviously something's going to happen on the street, I would have thought. At some point. So there's not much to this pen really, but I would assume that something's going to happen in the future. So that's it. Hastings Street. Nothing coming through the tube whatsoever. An easy pin, which is what I wanted after the last one. I'd say look out for this because fucking I think something might happen here in the future. So I'll start making my way back now, but this is Hastings Street in Rochdale. And I don't know why Randonautica brought me here. Hot. Fire. Is that what you mean? So let's see if we can get a picture of what it's talking about. Get some kind of description. Picture of why you brought me here. Draw a picture if you want. You can show us something about the future. Come on, give us a picture. So maybe this is just like, oh, here we are. So I'll have to save that photo and look into it more because it looks like a lighthouse or something. It's hard to be sure though. Something in the sky or whatever, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, that's the end of this Randonautica pin. So, why would a church bring me here? I'm not quite sure. So this is what appears to be a submarine from what I can see. So I've got a couple of ideas why it's, drawn this picture of a submarine. It obviously it could be talking about a Submariner. It could be talking about something from the past. I'm not quite sure. But this is quite a bizarre pin. I've got to get some time to get my head around this one to see what it actually means. So what does that pin mean? No, it means nothing. It means nothing, to be honest. It's just like a meaningless pin. But you never know what's going to happen in the future, and it's important to document pins like that, meaningless pins in the present moment, because obviously there are other pins as well that have been very relevant in like the present moment. Obviously that pin, there must be something that's going to happen in the future on Hastings Street, but I'm not quite sure. But this isn't the first time where Randonautica took me to a spot and then next news, something happens in that area. There's police, there's ambulance and all that, so, you know, who knows. These aren't the pins I really enjoy, but I wanted an easy pin tonight. I couldn't be arsed fucking crawling through mud and going over electric fences and all that kind of business. I just wanted another pin to rack up, to say that I've got another pin. I think I've got like 14 pins now without being stopped, so yeah, so easy pin. Maybe I could have come a bit later or whatever, but excuse me, it is what it is. I'm not going to try and make out something, if you get me. I'm not going to try and create something just for views. It's just simply as it is. It's just a genuine video, really, with genuine truth, without me like trying to impose anything or trying to create something that's false. It's a shit pin, what I would call, and that's fine because it gets recorded and then it gets shown to show that, you know, show the truth really about Randonautica. And obviously when I get to 50 I'll have to do a vlog on, I think it's like the relevance of Randonautica 3. So anyway, that's more or less the video for now. But yeah, obviously, you know, if I wanted some good stuff, I had things in mind that I wanted to do. But I had to get this next pin done because you have to try and get to 60 pins before the end of the year, so regardless of what happens in the pins, but it's quite an area that makes you feel a little bit unsafe when you go into deep place, because the amount of people that are around. But you know, nothing happened. Like, it's like I wasn't threatened, I wasn't attacked. Alright. So yeah, I mean, nothing happened to me, right? It is quite a busy area, obviously, and it's quite late, so that's probably can be a little bit spooky, if you get me, because there's like loads of people out and it's still midnight. Anyway, that's the end of, well, that's Rochdale for you anyway. So anyway, before I go, I just wanted to say this as well. It's all about your starting positions in Randonautica. When you start from certain areas, you usually get better results. So I kind of did that deliberately because, like I mentioned at the start, that last pin took a lot of energy, and obviously I want to try to, you know, have a shit pin, if you like, you know, a pin that's not really that good, that's not good for views, and to show the truth really. But like I said, Randonautica, I'm not in control. It's fucking anything can happen. So nothing really happened there. So anyway, that being said, yeah, there's not really much else for me to say. That, you know, something's probably going to happen in the future, or whatever. But it's important, like I said, to document stuff like this, to show that, you know, sometimes it'll take to a field, a street, whatever, and at the time it might not mean much until like later on down the line when something happens. So like I said, that being said, it's more or less the end of the video now. But yeah, nice watching, and definitely going this time. See you soon.